Hey guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel for the second episode of Flair 101. I hope guys that you practice well the first video, which was quite easy, and be ready for the second one with a little bit more technique and will be a little bit more complex. Let's stop talking and get practical and see what we're gonna learn today. It's time to see each move individually and after connect all of them to create the routine. The first move will be very similar than the first move that we learned yesterday when we do the circle and make jump the shaker. The only difference will be instead you keep the bottle in your hands, what we will do is we will throw it flat and catch it again. Just to add a small motion like that, people see that we leave the bottle and it will make the move a little bit more beautiful. So you just throw it, catch in the same position, and you make jump the shaker. Very easy. Our second move, and this is now real Flair move starts. We will learn a throw on the back. For this move, you will have to respect two very important rules. The first one is how you're gonna throw the bottle. What I teach you since yesterday and what I will teach you in the future is what we call walking Flair. It means that my bottle, which is a plastic right now, but when you will walk behind the bar, that bottle will be full. And because the bottle will be full, if you start to give rotation, you will spill and throw liquid all around you. And this is not what we want. So to avoid that, we will need to keep the bottle straight, always, or at least half rotation, or you keep it in your hands. But when you throw it, keep the neck facing the sky, always, from the beginning until you catch the bottle. The second very important rule will be how you will catch the bottle. When you catch the bottle, you will place your thumb on your hips and your hands, as you can see, is facing the sky. This is the position that we want. When you will throw the bottle, what is very important is wait the bottle to come in your hands. It's not the action to go and grab the bottle, it's the action of the bottle coming in your hands. You don't have to go and grab it, the bottle will come to your hands. And if I catch it as I ask you, then you should be in this position. As you can see, the neck is facing the sky, and with the neck I can touch my arm, okay? And if I put my thumbs up, the neck is facing the floor. This is perfectly normal. Now, if you throw the bottle and you go and grab the bottle, what will happen is you will catch it exactly in the same position. And for the next part of the routine, we don't need the bottle to be in this position. So remember, when you throw the bottle, you throw it and wait the bottle to come in your hands. Don't try to go and catch it. We start again from the beginning. We will throw the bottle, make jump the shaker, and now we can throw on our back. What you can try to do is throw the bottle over your left shoulder. The target where you want the bottle full is approximately on the left side of your hips, okay? And don't try to put it too much behind you, because otherwise you will run and you will have to move. You will not have that amount of space. So it is very important that you throw the bottle on the left side of your hips. And if it's a little bit forward, it doesn't matter. What you will have to do is move your body. It is better to have the bottle not enough behind you than too much behind you. When I start flaring, what I used to do is take a move and repeat it 50 times. If during the 50 times that I do it, I drop the bottle, then I should start from the beginning. It is very important at the beginning to do that, because all the moves that you will learn are basic. And if you cannot do the basic move easily and feel comfortable and confident, then when you will try to learn a more complicated move, the process of learning will be longer. And also, when you will know how to do the move will look so-so. So spend time on each move and make sure that you know how to do it perfectly. Now, let's do it again from the beginning. We grab the bottle, we are in the first position. I throw the bottle, catch the body, make jump the shaker. Now I will throw the bottle, neck facing the sky, over my left shoulder and catch on my back, my hands facing the sky. Now that I'm in this position, what I will do, as you can see, my shoulders are on my right side and it's perfectly normal. Face our customers again, and at the same time we will do that circle that we already did yesterday. You remember? Yesterday we throw it and catch. Today what we will do is only do the circle. We don't have to throw it because we are already in the good position to start to slide our hands on the neck. And yesterday we did that roll. Today we will learn a different roll. Throw the bottle, catch the body, jump the shaker, throw over your shoulder. We start in the first position, throw the bottle, catch the body, make jump the shaker. Now we will throw the bottle on the back, on the left side of our hips, over the left shoulder, and very important, you weight the bottle when you want to grab it, hands facing the sky. As you can see, my shoulders are on the right side. And when I will do my circle, then at that moment, I can't be back front of the customers. Then, same than yesterday, we will make slide our hands on the neck, and at the same time, we will change the grip of the shaker. For the grip of the shaker, let me be close to you to show you. When you grab the shaker, as you can see, when you grab the shaker, it is very important that you hold it with only 2 fingers, because the motion that we want to do is making slide and spin the shaker between your 2 fingers. I not leave the shaker and grab it, I keep it in my hands, release the pressure a little bit, just enough to make it spin. Okay? This is something that you can practice because you will need it for the next move. When you do that motion, as you can see, 2 of my fingers are outside the shaker and the 2 other with my thumb is grabbing the shaker. And I need this position to start the roll to pull. Again, from the beginning, we can repeat it one more time. Throw the bottle, catch the body, make jump the shaker, catch on the back and remember to weight the bottle in your hands, be back front of your customer, circle with the bottle, we make slides and catch the neck, pass around the head, and when I pass around the head, as you can see, I release the pressure between my fingers and I spin it with the 2 fingers outside. Then, next complexity for this routine will be the roll to pull. Slide my hands on the neck, open my shaker in the proper position, and I put the neck inside. Yesterday, I tell you that you can put all the bottle inside, doesn't matter, and that was true. But now, we will learn a twist of that roll, and for this roll, you will need to grab the bottle, because you should be able to hold both of the elements with one of your hands. So, slide, 2 fingers free to grab the bottle. When you grab the bottle, you can put your arms parallel to the floor. It is very important that you not put it too low, because if it's too low, what will happen is the bottle will take a lot of speed and then the bottle will control you. In flare, the elements don't control us, we control the elements. Okay? So, when your arms is parallel to the floor, there is plenty of way to do the roll. One of my favorite for beginners is do a step and block. The fact to block is exactly what happens when you are in a car and you brake very harsh. The car stops, but your body is still in movement and want to go forward. So it is exactly the same. The bottle is a human being and you will be the car. When you will stop, the bottle wants to go front of you, and so it will help you to not put too much power and to control what you will do. But you can also just put your shoulder up and do a kind of wave to start that motion and give a little bit of power to the bottle. There is plenty of way, and also flair is about personality. We all have a different way to move. Find your way to do the move properly. So, when we are in this move, what is very important also is you are the customer. Then I will not do the roll on your direction, but as you can see, I did it on the right side. Because if I do on your direction and I drop the bottle, then what will happen is I can drop my bottle, I can put piece of glass in my ice well, and then I will need to clean that, or even worse, I can injure a customer. When you do the roll, it is very important at the beginning that you hold the bottle tight, very hard with your 2 free fingers. You should be able to hold both of the elements with only one hand. And now that our arms is parallel to the floor, you hold tight the bottle when you start the move and be in position to do the roll. But when you do the step, block, then at that moment, you release the pressure of your finger. Because if you not release it will never roll. It will just slide on your skin, but the move will not look beautiful. So when you do that roll, release the pressure between your fingers. To finish the move, it is important to follow the same circle than the clockwise. Let's say my bottle is in the direction of 3 o'clock. I will go to 6, 9, 12. And after that, don't move the bottle and spin the shaker to continue to pour. Okay? One more time. We make slide our hands on the neck, hold the neck. We are in position to start the roll. We do the step and stop, release the pressure, hold the bottle when you're the same level than your hands, and now you can spin the bottle and after spin the shaker. As you can see, this is what I like. I do my roll on the right side, spin on the bottle on the right side, and the shaker, when I spin it, I will turn my shoulder on the left side. This is not mandatory. I think it makes the move more beautiful because you will use the space, the right, the left side, everywhere. If you catch the attention of the customers only on one side, there is another side which seems empty, and so it can be a frustrating sensation. But if you go on the right, on the left, on the top, everywhere, then people need to follow that all around, and this is when we do the roll, don't forget also to move your shaker with your bottle, hold it, spin the shaker and my shoulder on the left side, and now what I will do is I will press the bottle. I will do what we call a bounce. So because I press the bottle during a small amount of time, the liquid will stop to pour. And at that moment, I will bounce and now move every element on my right side like that. Boom. As you can see, I try to move them at the same time. What happened with the shaker is exactly the opposite of what you did when you want to be in position for the roll. You did that. Then now, when you pour, you need to do the opposite. I start opening, facing the customer, and open my shaker to put it inside. Now, I will do the opposite and I will close my shaker in my hand to be in the same position than when I start the routine. With my bottle, I just bounce and go there. The fact to bounce and to stop the liquid will help me to move my bottle on the left side. We're done for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed to do it. I see you tomorrow for the third one, which will be a little bit more complex. I wish you a wonderful day.